A man dies but comes back as a ghost to play basketball with his little brother to help him win the tournament. You'll have to stick around to the end to see how the whole story unfolds. Hello and welcome to Comedy Recap. Today we will give you a recap of the film The Sixth Man. Spoilers ahead, obviously. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. The movie starts with a bunch of school children playing basketball when sometime later a ball gets smashed through the school's window. The coach then gathers up the team and advises some boys to take the shot when possible. The match starts again when a little boy gets an opportunity to shoot the ball, but he decides to pass it back to his older brother, who dribbles and shoots at the hoop, which misses. The coach then consoles them as the boys return from the match back to their home. The boys are seen playing basketball at night while pissed about their loss. Their father then comes and comforts them by saying not to worry about the losses, but to push through and try the best to win the next ones. The boys Kenny and Antoine are now all grown up and about to play a basketball match. The match starts and Antoine carries his team to glory. The brothers then went to meet their mother in the audience, who congratulates them and tells them that their father, who passed away, would have been proud of them. Later, the team went to a party that night when Kenny saw a pretty lady at the bar and got interested in her. He accidentally spills beer on her purse and makes her walk away. Antoine, on the other hand, gets back his girl, who pissed at him for not calling her. The boys then made a bet with Kenny to get a girl's number, where they coincidentally picked the same girl whose purse got wet with beer. Kenny tries to change the bet but got forced to go when the girl also saw him coming and left. Kenny went after her outside and found her in a car, where he got her name, which was R.C. St. John. The boys then played their next match when everything was going great. The brothers' team got an advantage from the counterattack when Kenny passed the ball to his brother Antoine and he dunked the ball right in while he hung from the hoop. Antoine then felt discomfort and fell right onto the floor. Kenny and everyone got shaken and ran to help him. Antoine got rushed to the hospital while the match continued and his team lost. Kenny then got informed that his brother died after suffering from a heart attack, which broke him and destroyed him from the inside. Later, Kenny continued with his life and was leaving his school when RC met him. She consoled him while he explained to her how he was just tired of being continuously interviewed about his brother's death. The next day, the team trained and the coach struggled to make the team work. The practice got called off and Kenny threw the ball into the air in frustration, which didn't land back. A little boy saw the power in Kenny's throw and told the coach about it. The coach later went and met with Kenny, who was having his lunch. He asked him to try and shoot the ball when he had the chance. The next match came when Kenny again got reminded by the coach of what he had to do. The opposite team had the ball and was attacking them when the ball magically swept from their control and went to Kenny's team. This happened multiple times and helped the Huskies a lot. Kenny got the ball at the end and made a pass which got swung and went straight into the hoop. This stunned everyone and left Kenny in disbelief. Kenny then cleaned up after a shower and started to hear a voice. He then went into the showers and saw his brother appear from the void. He got shocked and fled away when his brother comforted him and told him that he truly was back, which made Kenny happy. The match started again when the Huskies continued to dominate the game and crush the opposition, where Antoine helped them out while only being visible to Kenny. Kenny later in the locker room hugged his brother and celebrated the win when everyone saw him alone and things got awkward. The next morning, Kenny went to school and met with RC. He told her about going out for dinner and she agreed. Antoine popped up back again. He beat Kenny up and dragged him back to the gym to train.
Okay.
When his teammates again saw him fighting the air and finally decided to bring him back to sanity. Kenny then explained to them that Antoine came back as a ghost, but none believed it even after Antoine helped the shortest guy to dunk. Antoine then messed with the whole gym area and finally revealed himself to the whole team. The next match came and Huskies again were dominating. One of the judges asked RC that since she was close to Kenny, she should try to uncover some tricks that he might have under his sleeves. The match continued again and Antoine scared away the opponents while helping his teammates to score. Kenny finally went to the dinner with RC, where she started to interview him and asked if he had taken anything before the game. Antoine appeared again and started to mess with Kenny, where he messed up his dinner and then stopped him from kissing RC. Kenny's coach appeared from another room and asked about his problems. Antoine got mad and left while Kenny lied to his coach. Kenny then went back to his room and made up with his brother. Later, the next match came when Antoine this time went a little overboard and messed up after he possessed a teammate's body and made a foul, which got him banned from the match. The teammate snapped back into consciousness and started to argue with Kenny. Later, Kenny went home and practiced hooping when his mother came and comforted him by saying that his father would be very proud of him while Antoine watched emotionally. The team came to meet with Kenny and complained to him, Antoine, that he was recently letting the team down. Antoine got informed about their complaints and got angry. Kenny got forced to make a decision when he decided to let his brother stay. Next, we see RC viewing the Huskies' previous match and found out something weird where the ball moved efficiently without anyone pushing it. She then was about to hand the report to the directors when she got interrupted by Kenny. She then threw the report into the garbage can after the directors made fun of her. The next match came where Kenny met with Smith, who was on the other team. The match started when the Huskies played on their own with Antoine interfering too much. Antoine then got mad and decided to stop Smith's attack by launching him forward, which made him crash into the board and fall. Smith then got hospitalized, and Kenny sat outside blaming it all on Antoine. He then confronted his brother and told him that he shouldn't interfere in the next match, which made him furious and unable to accept. The rest of the team walked in and Kenny threatened his brother that they will all quit the match if he interferes. Antoine then finally decided to back off and let their fate decide. The final match of the tournament came when the team held a meeting and their coach coordinated their minds and gave them motivation. The match started when the Huskies were getting dominated without Antoine and were 20 points down after halftime. The team got back to the room depressed, and Kenny decided to motivate them. The team got pumped while Antoine looked at them proudly from the side. The second half started and the team handled the match pretty well. They made the comeback and drew the scores. In the last seconds, Kenny got hold of the ball and proceeded to attack. He finally made his shot. When Antoine flew and tried to dunk the ball, Kenny reminded him calmly to just let it go. Antoine then let go of the ball, and the ball rolled around the hoop and finally went in. The team celebrated their victory while Antoine started to walk away. Kenny went to him and said his final goodbyes while Antoine reminded him that he had done it all by himself this time. He then disappeared back into the void while Kenny returned to his team and celebrated their win again. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.